Hey, warriors. So, science is starting to admit that it is behind. Now, obviously, not in technology, but in understanding consciousness. Right now, we have, AI is advancing, neurotechnology is advancing. We can scan, map, and even interact with the brain. But the problem is, we still don't actually know what awareness is, not fully. Well, when I say we, I mean us as a public collective, okay? Because, of course, we know without a doubt what it is and where it comes from, okay? But I'm speaking of science publicly, because we all know that's a whole nother story, okay? Um, but they're saying they don't know how to measure it properly. They're saying they don't know exactly where it comes from. Also, not everybody agrees like on what it is. So I mean, think about that really, because we we can build advanced systems, okay? Interact with the brain, but the thing that is experiencing all of it, we don't fully understand. Dude, first of all, bullshit. And number two, that's not a small gap. That's a fundamental one. Okay? And scientists, they're actually starting to say this out loud. Again, probably why they're all coming up missing. But, anyways, you know, one reason is because technology is moving faster than their understanding, of the mind itself, I guess. We understand it. I get this, okay? But that does create a strange situation because we're learning how to influence the system before we fully understand what the system is. Dude, that either way, if this is about science being wrong, it can't be about that, okay? It's got to be about science, I don't know, being, incomplete. And at this point, we're going to say that it's incomplete at best, right? Um but they are still figuring it out as far as what they are telling us, and that's actually where things do get a little bit interesting, okay? Because when something's not fully understood, that's where new discoveries can happen. New models, new questions, new ways of looking at reality. And to be honest with you, I honestly think that this is only happening because of us. I'm sorry. I don't mean to give credit to us specifically, but this community is why this is happening. Period. Because we all stood up and said, this is the way that it is. We know it to be true, and we all do. Us that have remembered who we actually really are. And we know that everyone else is going to follow eventually. They're going to remember who they are eventually. Most of us. But, science having it all figured out is bullshit, and we know it. Understand this. The point is that we are all still at the beginning when it comes to consciousness. Even us who have remembered what consciousness is, we still have a lot to explore. Right? Anyways, like I've been saying, things are changing. And yeah, it's probably going to get rough in the meantime, but we are going to come out on top. Mark my words. Okay? I love you.